A pleasant day once again. This is Kat Hereza of the Philippine Franchise Association. Again, allow me to welcome everyone to our morning session on how to invest in the right franchise webinar under the Virtual Franchise Expo 2020 or Virtual Fran Expo 2020. Before we proceed to our webinar, allow me to take this opportunity to greet our viewers on Facebook page as well. Please join us in our discussion later by dropping your questions in the comment section. Also, joining me today is my colleague Paula. Paula, how are you today?
Hi, Kat. I'm doing fine, and I hope our participants are safe this holidays. I know everyone is already feeling festive as we are only 9 days away from celebrating Christmas. I'm sure all of you are ready to start something new, and as we continue to move forward, it is important to take your next steps wisely.
Yes, Paula, indeed, Christmas is fast approaching, and I'm sure that we are looking forward to explore the available franchise opportunities in the market. But before we begin, let us offer a short prayer and ask for guidance as we face the new normal. So let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord and remember that God is always with us. Let us pray. Almighty God and Father, we thank you for gathering us virtually today for our webinar on how to invest in the right franchise. Look kindly on our hopes and aspirations and bless the work of our hands so that our labors will bear good fruit and will be of service to our neighbors. We pray that this activity will be an avenue for new opportunities, not only to our presenters but to our attendees as well. We also pray that we will learn to always seek your will and plans for us, for we know that our Father, your plans are bigger than our plans. Lastly, we pray that you guide us out of this crisis and become better persons, doing our fair share to make this world a better place. All this we pray, trusting in your providence and mercy. Amen.
Amen. Amen to that. Miss Kat, thank you so much for that beautiful prayer. I know everyone is excited to hear and learn from our speakers and discover great franchise business opportunities. But before we begin, allow me to briefly remind everyone of our house rules. First thing first, as seen on screen, please ensure a stable internet connection for better viewing experience of the webinar. Kindly ask your questions related to the presentation through the Q&A box found at the lower portion of your screen. For requests for presentations, kindly take screenshots using your devices to capture the slides, or you may watch the replay of how to invest in the right franchise webinar on our Facebook and YouTube page. Should the presentation be too large or too small on your screen, kindly adjust in view options found at the top portion of your screen. You may opt for fit to screen or view side by side. If you want more information about certain brands, please leave your contact details in the chat box with your name, email, mobile number, and the name of the brand that you are interested in. For those who would like to request for an e-certificate, kindly email us at info@pfa.org.ph and please indicate your full name, company or organization, and the reason for requesting the certificate. We encourage everyone to please use your social media accounts to post comments or even suggestions on how to invest in the right franchise webinar by using the hashtag BeTheBoss and hashtag Virtual Franchise Expo 2020. Let's practice and observe respectful comments and refrain from using offensive language in a chat box. And before we come to an end, we would like to encourage everyone to participate in our short survey to know which brands you would like to get in touch with. Moreover, we would like to inform our participants that by joining in our poll later, you agree to share your email, name, and contact number to our presenters. This will help them contact you and their franchise packages. And also, please follow us on our social media accounts at Philippine Franchise Association and PFA website at www.pfa.org.ph. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. This morning, we are fortunate that we have with us the president of PFA, Ms. Cheryl Quintana, to give her welcome remarks and session overview. We also have with us our resource speaker, who is currently the operations consultant of FranCorp Philippines, Mr. Gabby Gonzalez, to share his expertise and advice on wise investment.
Yes, Kat. And later we will hear from our PFA members, U Franchise Sales and Management, Mr. Donut, Tomochan Ramen Express, Living Water, Mr. Quickie, and Manapol about their franchise packages and even their Christmas promos, and learn more on how they move forward and embrace the changes brought by the pandemic.
And of course, we also have this morning a special presentation from BPI and PLDT on their services and new to the better normal.
So let's get this started. To formally welcome everyone on today's webinar and to give the session overview, we are pleased to introduce this morning our guest speaker. She is a multi-awarded entrepreneur and a business leader. She was the first Filipina to receive the Asia Pacific Women Entrepreneur conferred by the Confederation of Asia Pacific Chambers of Commerce and Industry in their 34th conference in Turkey. She is also a passionate mentor, an author, and a professional speaker on the topics of entrepreneurship, branding, franchising, and strength based coaching. She authored the book A Small Entrepreneur's Journey: How to Start, Survive, Succeed. And she recently launched her second book, Yes, the Filipino Brand Can, which is also her advocacy. Our guest speaker pays forward to fellow MSMEs in the Philippines through mentorship and inspiration that a homegrown brand can level up to greater heights and compete in the international business platform. Let's now welcome the founder and chief executive officer of Arizpa Solutions Incorporation and the president of Philippine Franchise Association, a remarkable leader and a true inspiration, Ms. Cheryl Quintana.
Thank you, Paula and Kat. Thank you, everyone. Good morning and happy Wednesday to all our presenters, participants, and of course to our Facebook Live viewers. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Philippine Franchise Association, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome everyone to this webinar. Of course, everyone is also excited as I'd like to welcome all of you and thank our participants to the virtual FranX Expo today and tomorrow. So don't miss that. If you haven't registered yet, our secretariat will post the link on the chat box and make sure that you are in that franchise virtual expo. And I know everyone is excited. We all feel the holiday season. Can I invite everyone to put in the chat box, be the boss, hashtag be the boss, so that we feel each other. We get engaged this morning as we focus on learning in how to invest in the right franchise. Hashtag be the boss. Can I see? Okay, thank you. Hashtag be the boss because everyone is excited as we welcome 2021 that we all will be channel of blessings for the country as we become entrepreneurs. I hope that you and your family are all safe and recovering, especially those who are affected by the recent calamities in the country. Especially those also are, a lot of us or all of us are still feel the continuing effects of the pandemic. And as the whole world aspires to conform with the new standards of normal, businesses also strive to remain relevant by meeting today's consumer needs through pivoting their strategies and continuity plans. Through the years, PFA has been the channel for growth of our members, of which the majority are micro, small, and medium enterprises in the country, which comprise majority. In fact, many of the big names in the Philippine business community today started small and grew into franchising. Some are even recognized internationally. As we continually see a lot of changes in the world and in the business sector, the Philippine franchises are also adapting to these changes by redesigning to meet the demands and cope up with the new challenges of the present day. And as I've told you, we're all excited. Christmas is just around the corner, and with this season comes new hope and goodwill towards the coming days. I hope that this magical season of the year may bring joy and opportunity to all of us amidst the pandemic that we all are facing. May this time be the start of living our lives and dreams to make it a reality and make franchising be one of your choices to be the boss. While consumer confidence is still not as high as before, we believe that news of vaccines being available by 2021 is what we all have been waiting for. This is a good time to start a business, as we have been encouraging you through the past months, and join in the efforts to help our economy recover quickly. So sama-sama tayo to help the country, to help the nation's economy bounce back by being entrepreneurs. We are doing these seminars like to help you and to encourage you to start a business and see the model, business model of franchising as a route to realizing this dream of yours. As you all know, franchising, which has a higher success rate compared to starting a business on your own or starting a traditional business, which will be discussed later. Why is it so? But more than just encouraging you, you would also be we would also like to educate everyone on wise franchise investments, which is the main feature of today's webinar. Franchising may be affected by the COVID-19 crisis like all the other sectors are, but this sector will only be the first to recover. Why is it so? Because we believe that we are in fact on our way to our golden age of franchising. As I close, I want to congratulate everyone attending this webinar, as you have already taken the first step in your journey to becoming your own boss. I am urging you to take this opportunity to listen and learn from our speakers this morning as they share their knowledge and expertise on the different benefits and advantages of franchising and how they stay afloat during this time of crisis. This may help you find the right choices and be wise in investing your hard-earned resources. So, as we all say, though, we encourage you to become your own boss, to be the boss in 2021. Of course, you have to be prudent. You have to really research, and you have to um, study and learn why franchising will be a wise investment for your hard-earned resources. I hope that you will all stay until the end of the webinar, as I'm sure that you will learn a lot this morning. Let us keep the Bayanihan spirit and continue to be safe. Advance Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So I'd like to give you a short overview of the webinar. What are we expecting today, this morning? Okay, so as I've told you, the seminar will be focusing on educating the public on wise franchise investment. Of course, also to encourage entrepreneurship through franchising. And of course, this is organized by the Philippine Franchise Association. We've been doing this seminar since March, no, since the pandemic. Of course, before that, but we've continued continuously doing this every other 2 weeks. What is franchising? Franchising is, of course, the power of growing from one to many by duplicating a successful business. So now if you ask me, what do we have to look for in a franchise that we will invest in? It has to be first and foremost successful, and it is replicable, or you can duplicate it. And franchising has been a powerful tool for economic development as it creates thousands of enterprises. So for a franchisor, and then it is duplicated, and then franchisees also employing a lot of staff under the brand. And of course, the brand into franchising creates thousands of enterprises and creates thousands of jobs also to the Filipino people. The Philippine Franchise Association was founded in 1995, and it is the pioneer franchise association in the country. Its members include the biggest franchises, both local and foreign. Those you see in the market, most often than not, are from the Philippine Franchise Association. 63% of our members are in the MSME category, and it is a voluntary, self-regulating governing body. Also, as mentioned by Paula earlier, it is the only internationally recognized franchise association in the country. And of course, being the voice of the Philippine franchise sector, the Philippine Franchise Association is also the home of the trusted franchise brands in the country. The PFA, the members of the Philippine Franchise Association, covers the conduct of sales franchise by its members. So of course, we want to establish uniform standards of conduct to govern franchise relationships. Also, to develop a set of principles to govern the business and legal relationships of legitimate franchisors and franchisees. So there's a system in place. No? You are not just buying a license, you are not just buying a brand, but you are actually buying a whole system, a franchise system of a franchise brand. And of course, PFA promotes self-regulation of the franchising sector through the fair franchising standards, which is also the code of ethics of the association. Before the Philippine Franchise Association in 1995, as you've seen in the videos shared by our founders, franchising was only for foreign and large enterprises. And there was a very meager average growth of one franchise a year, and a lot doesn't know about franchising. But because of the efforts through the years of the Philippine Franchise Association, franchising was introduced to the micro, small, and medium enterprises, that it can be a powerful tool for them to grow. So imagine these businesses only starting from scratch, starting from a few thousand pesos as a capital and growing tremendously, being big entrepreneurs, also empowering other entrepreneurs, becoming franchisees and employing thousands of employees. Franchising has become a powerful tool to elevate or level up the MSMEs through the years. And recently, the average growth has been 62 franchises per year that is being introduced in the market. And franchising has become the preferred investment option for a lot of Filipinos like you who are here today. So our program will be focusing on how to invest in the right franchise and the franchise packages of PFA members. I'd like to remind you to be engaged, ask questions later on from the participating PFA members that will be presenting, and make your due diligence, of course. These PFA members were, of course, under a screening process before they're able to present to you, as they have been sort of battle tested during the times of COVID-19. There will also be a question and answer session after all the discussions, as well as I think the presentation of our partners this morning. So, what are the tips that I can impart to you? The key questions to ask, the franchise brands that you wish to invest, o yung sinasabi natin, kung may napupusuan ka na brands na gusto mong mag-invest or bilhin, ano ang kailangan mong itanong? First and foremost, sabi ko kanina, success and replicable system. The Franchisors Support Program. What is the Franchisor Support Program? Second question, what is the return of investment in investing in that brand? Of course, sabi natin, there is always the right location for the brand. There's a specific location for the brand. So you have to ask the franchisor, what is the right location for the brand that I am investing? And last but not the least, what is the right target market of the brand? So These are very specific questions that you have to ask the franchisor. Hindi yung favorite mo lang, bibilin mo na. So kinakailangan malaman natin ang mga kasagutan ng franchisor sa mga tanong na ito. So these are the key questions to ask this morning from our participating presenters. And next slide, please. Oh, okay. So that's it. And I hope everyone gets a fruitful morning. And be sure to stay tuned also with our partners, PLDT, presenting later on, and BPI with what's in stake for you becoming your own boss, be the boss in 2021. Thank you. Merry Christmas again.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cheryl, for welcoming our participants and for bolstering their confidence to invest amidst the new normal. In the meantime, may we take this opportunity to request all our speakers and presenters to open their camera for a group pictorial before we proceed with the program.
Looking good, everybody. Let's wait for others. Miss Dewey. Who else? Miss Vel. There you go. All in good lighting. Okay. Are we ready? Let me just for Bayad Center. I'll just ask one last time. Okay. Smile now for the picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one for safekeeping. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Cheryl.
Yes, moving forward with our program.
We are pleased to introduce this morning our resource speaker. He worked in the service industry, particularly in operations for more than 20 years. He worked as the head of the operations group of Dunkin' Donuts Philippines, where he looked after all company-owned and operated locations in NCR. Our speaker was part of the opening team, which opened Starbucks Coffee in the Philippines. His primary role was to open retail stores in new markets. He was with Starbucks Coffee for 13 years, teaching classes and guiding newly promoted up-and-coming retail store managers under the Operations and Learning Development Group. He also taught in San Sebastian College, where he guided young talents to become successful in the service industry. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to introduce the operations consultant of FranX Philippines, no other than Mr. Gabby Gonzalez.
Hi,
Good morning, Mr. Gabby.
Hi, good morning. Thank you very much for inviting me here today. So I'm excited to present to our would-be franchisees what are the tips that they need to follow for them to be chosen as the proper franchisee. At the same time, what are the tips on how to invest properly or on the right franchise. So very important kasi ang franchising is an awarding activity. So sabi nga ni Ma'am Cheryl kanina, it does not mean na favorite mo lang and you have the capitalization or investment para mag-invest, automatically i-award na sa yan. So good. So we may begin with the slides already. Okay, so if you do not build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. So ibig sabihin, if you do not begin to write your story in business, someone else will just keep on writing it for you. Okay? So sabi nga ni Ma'am Cheryl kanina, beginning 2021 up to 2025, maybe full swing sa first quarter ng 2021, will become the golden age of franchising. So tamang-tama po yung timing natin right now, bago po matapos yung taon is we should be looking at investments already. Okay? So in this graph, it only shows na yung lifespan ng isang franchise concept, no? So if you get to choose the proper franchise and manage it properly, tutukan na maigi, a franchise concept could go well over 10 years in operation. So ang ibig sabihin po niyan, pag umabot po ng 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, nakailang balik na po yan ng return on investment, no? Normally po, pag on the 5th year, pag maganda po, a typical franchisee would get another unit or get 2 more units or may have recommended the concept already to friends and families, no? Whereas pag traditional, pag startup, well, you start up your own concept, chances are, 25% of these new concepts by the 10th year medyo nagfe-fade na yan. So if you want to be your own boss and go into business, so ito yung mga unang option, no? Yung traditional sa left side. So people would put up a restaurant, a delivery food app, magluluto sa bahay, then ibibenta sa Facebook, maybe in transport, mag-grab or bibili ng motorsiklo para ipan-deliver o kaya gagawa ng sariling retail store, no? So that's the traditional way. Whereas the new conventional way is going through franchising. And later on, we will explain kung bakit po mas viable ang bumili ng isang franchise. Okay, so advantages to you would be franchisee kung bakit ka bibili ng franchise. Okay. So use of a name, okay? So, papayagan ng franchisor gamitin ang trade name nila, no? So, very important yan, no? So, there's a lot going on in a name, okay? So, when you franchise also, there's a proven system and procedures already. Hindi mo nagagawin yan by yourself kasi it has been developed already by your franchisors. No, pirmi po sinasabi dyan, kaya po tayo nagbabayad ng franchise fees is in the development of the business, yung franchisor nyo o yung nag-develop ng concept has made mistakes before, no? And mistakes in business cost money. So the reason why you're paying franchise fee is that's for developmental cost. Ibig sabihin, yung mga mistakes nito mga franchisors na to, hindi nyo na dapat dadaanan kasi nagawa na po nila yung system for you. Okay? Operational manual, you should be getting that also. Ibig sabihin, you cannot replicate something that is not written. Hindi po pwede verbal lang lahat yan. Okay? There has to be documents and parameters na pwede kayong i-guide. Okay? Defined products and services. Ibig sabihin, well-defined po ang mga produkto and mga services na ino-offer ng franchisor. Okay? Hindi po yung hinuhulaan lang or nag-experiment pa lang. No? R&D, research and development. So most franchisor, their calendars are very dynamic. Ibig sabihin, pirming merong ginagawang bagong produkto or twist of a product or bagong pakulo or depende po sa season for the branches, no? So if you're a member of a franchise system, hindi mo na dapat pinoproblema yan dahil si franchisor ang gagawa niyan for you. Okay. Store design and merchandising. So basically, if-follow mo lang lahat ng parameters, lahat ng design specifications ng franchisor. Marketing campaigns, you will be part of the marketing campaigns. You will benefit from this also. Siguro nakikita niyo po yung mga malalaking billboards sa EDSA, no? Some of these are franchise concepts, no? So imagine if you own a branch of that franchise concept, lahat po na dumadaan sa EDSA ay nakikita yung brand niyo, no? Lahat po na nakikita sa mga sponsored ads sa Facebook, nakikita po yung brand nyo, no? And of course, support services, no? Dapat po ang proper na franchisor should be able to give you proper support, no? And continuing support po dapat yan. Okay, so what you bring to the table as franchisee, okay? As franchisee, you bring in money, capitalization, of course, no? So you pay the franchise fee, you pay for the unit capital, no? You pay for royalties, advertising fees, and of course, sa franchisor ka kukuha ng mga proprietary products, mga original products po siya, no? Of course, merong risk dyan, pero if you weigh it properly, mas malaki po yung pros dyan, no? Mas malaki po yung benefits for you. Okay. Time. So what a franchisor is normally looking for a franchisee is active management. Okay? Active management of a business. Okay? Dapat po proactive and nagpa-participate po, no, about the business. Hindi po yung nag-i-invest lang, no? Ayaw po ng mga franchisor yan, yung nag-i-invest lang tapos hahayaan na lang po kung sino yung magbabantay o maglo-look after doon sa branch nila. Okay. Financial and operational. So kailangan magbigay po tayo ng time, no? Sa operational responsibility po niya, no? Hindi yan po pwede na hindi po yan automatic na pag pinutap niyo yung branch babalik na po yung ROI mag-isa, no? Kailangan pong tutukan yan, kailangan niyo pong tutukan as franchisee dahil business niyo po to, sa inyo po to, no? Okay? Longevity and long-term plan, no? Kailangan po rito ng resistensya, no? Kailangan po rito ng endurance, no? Ayaw po ng mga franchisor kasi yung sa beginning mataas yung level of enthusiasm kasi may part ng meron pong pride of owning a new business. Pero over time, meron pong tendency mag-diminish siya, no? Kaya very important po na guided po kayo na palagi ng franchisor nyo, no? Dapat po nami-meet niyo yan palagi. Dapat po nakikipag-usap kayo sa kanila palagi. Of course, what you bring to the table, people. Okay? Your skills as a business person, compliance to the system, very important po yan, no? Keyword, compliance, no? Compliance to the system, no? Very important po yan sa franchising kasi po lahat po ng programs and systems are in place already and it has worked for many years already and with many other franchisees, no? So, proven na po yung mga system nila, kaya dapat po magko-comply po tayo. Okay. Your employees, so you will be hiring your own employees, no? Under the parameter of the franchisor. A franchisor should be able to guide you kung anong mga klaseng tao ang kailangang i-hire for a branch, no? A franchisor should be able to guide you also on how to properly motivate, no, and keep the performance level quite high, no, very high kapag may mga empleyado na po sila, no? So you will receive coaching from your franchisors, no? And of course, your network. Pag sinabing your network, san po ba kayo mag-ooperate na business? Normally po for MSMEs, dyan po yan sa locality nyo, no? Locality ng franchisee. Kasi po, mas confident po ang franchisor kung taga dyan kayo sa lugar na yan, no? Mas alam niyo po yung terrain, mas marami kayong kakilala. Basically, dyan po gumagalaw yung network nyo. So basically, ayan pong tatlo na yan ang what we need to bring to the table, no? Money, time, and people. So for franchisee support, ito naman po ang marireceive nyo from a franchisor. Okay? Site, no? Site selection. So it does not mean na ang franchisor ang maghahanap ng site for you. It means na sila po ang mag-a-assess kung proper po yung napipili nyong site for a branch, no? There might be times na meron ng ready na branch and titingnan nyo po kung gusto nyo. Pero more often than not, ang trabaho po ng franchisor is to help you assess kung tama po yung location, no? Of course, meron po mga parameters po yan, no? Ano po bang pinipiling putol, gaano kalaki, magkakanong rental, ano po bang presence sa lugar na yan, sino po ba mga competitors, ano po ba mga offices sa tabi, may schools po ba dyan. So depende po sa brand, no? As a franchisor, may mga parameters po yan. Okay. So next is turnkey. Pag sinabing turnkey, susisian na lang, no? Parang bagong kotse, susisian mo, tatakbo na, no? So basically, most franchisors will do that for you, no? Sila po ang gagawa ng groundwork niyan, magbubuo ng branch. Tapos ang trabaho niyo po is to train your people para ma-operate na ng maigi. So training, so part of a good franchise agreement, ipo-provide din po ang training to you, no? So i-determine po yan kung how many of your people will be trained in the branches. Of course, that includes the owner. At kung ilang araw po yan, no? So they do that scientifically na bilang po yung number of days para mas maging efficient po yung learning, no? Para when the time comes na ready na po yung branch nyo, kayang-kaya na po i-operate siya, no? And setup, no? So sa setup, they will help you, no, build your branch, no, set up hanggang sa dulo, no. With a normal franchise agreement, dapat po tutulungan kayo up to the last day before the branch opens, no. Dapat po tinutulungan kayo ng franchisor. And even during po the first few weeks of operations, dapat po nandyan po ang mga representative ng franchisor nyo, no, to help you. Okay. For ongoing support, ibig sabihin all throughout the franchise term, dapat po nare-receive nyo po to, no, visits and consultations. Okay? Dapat po periodically nabibisita po ang franchise branch ng franchisor representative. Ang purpose po niya, mga visits na yan, is number 1 is to provide support. Tanungin po kayo kung paano po kayo matutulungan. And of course, number 2, audits po yan. No? This is to make sure that you are doing things correctly the way a franchisor wants it to be done. No? So dapat po, again, yung keyword compliance. No? Next is product research and development. So expect your franchisor to do this for you, no? So every so often, nag-i-introduce po sila ng mga bagong products or bagong twist to a product or a bagong flavor o kaya bagong twist to a service, no? So normally po, binibase po nila yan sa mga seasons natin, sa mga calendars. Okay. So ongoing training. So from time to time, they provide periodic training to your staff, no? Every so often, pag meron po mga bagong produkto o bagong standards, ipo-provide po dapat siya ng franchisor natin. Of course, system-wide marketing. So, ang marketing po ng brand nyo sa system-wide, pag sinabi po natin system-wide, basically that's nationwide, okay? Buong Facebook po yan o buong Pilipinas, no? So, expect your franchisor to do that for you. Pero sa local marketing, ibig sabihin po ng local marketing, sa inyo po yan, no? As franchisee. Kasi po, mas alam nyo po yung terrain ng locality nyo. So, dapat, you know also kung paano i-market yung brand nyo in your locality. Okay? So challenges in franchising, number 1, compliance, no? Yung yellow na circle. Consistently follow the company standards and system, okay? Normally, franchisors would always respect your individuality, no? As individual business people. Pero you have to comply also sa mga standards and regulations, no? So conformity is critical, no? We cannot reinvent the wheel. Kasi po, ginawa na po yan ng franchisor nyo, no? So their system is up and running already, kaya nga sila nagpa-franchise, no? Ayan, no? So working with the franchise system is legally binding, okay? You will be signing a franchise agreement, and normally po ang franchise agreement po nakaano po yan. Naka-in sync po yan with the operations manual. Okay? For compliance. So ibig sabihin, kapag meron po kayo mga deviations o mga standards na hindi kayo nagko-comply, pwede po kayo ma-reprimand because of the provisions in the franchise agreement. Okay? So territorial restrictions, you need to discuss properly kung paano po ba yung territorial restrictions with the branches, no? Siguro po, mga 10 years ago, fina-follow pa rin po back then yung kilometer radius. So for example, if I operate a 7-Eleven in a corner, dapat po walang mag-open na 7-Eleven 1 kilometer from me, no? At all radius, isang ikot. Pero hindi na po yun ginagamit right now. Ang ginagamit na po ngayon is population na po, no? Population per city. So for example po, the Ortigas area, no? Ortigas area has most likely 150 to 200,000 employees, no? Working there every day, no? So isi-set po ng franchisor yan. Sa ganyang karami pong population, kaya pong i-service siya ng mga 4 hanggang 6 po na particular concept, no? Let's say in case of 7-Eleven, okay, mini stop, no? That's how they do their territorial restrictions now, no? it is based on the population of the area. Hindi na po yung kilometer radius. That's basically the reason na meron po kayo nakikitang isang fast food brand dito sa side ng kalsada na to, pero pagtawid niyo po sa kabilang side, meron po ulit. Kasi magkaibang market na po yan, yung dalawang yan. Okay. And yung circle po sa ilalim, dapat po maingat po tayo na sa false expectations. So franchising is not an instant success, pero po dapat po pag tinutukan nyo at inalagaan yung maigi, mas malaki po yung chances nyo maging successful. Pero this is not instant, kailangan po itong pagtrabahuhan. Just like any other businesses. Okay? So quick assessment po, no? Mag-quick assessment po tayo sa sarili natin right now. Your investment, no? Magkakano po bang pera, no? Magkakano po bang ipon nyo ang gusto nyo pong i-invest in a franchise? Okay? So remember, ipon po yan, o sometimes po retirement money, sometimes po early retirement, sometimes po magkakaibigan, they put together a fund. So basically, this is your money, dapat po wise po ang pag-invest, no? Number 2, okay, your passion or your skill. Ano po bang passion nyo? Ano po bang gusto nyong i-operate na negosyo? You want to be in food retail? Do you want to be in services? Do you like cars? Pwede po yan sa auto detailing and car wash. Do you like pets? Pet and pet care. Mahilig po ba kayo magpautang? Meron po micro-lending. Okay, are you a retired teacher? Meron po mga school programs na fina-franchise. So marami pong franchise in the market, no? Franchise concepts in the market. You just need to find kung ano po yung bagay sa inyo at ano po yung pakiramdam nyo mag-e-enjoy kayong patakbuhin. Okay? Next is, can you find locations? Okay? Meron po ba kayo napupusuan na locations? Dapat po may backup po palagi yan. Location 1, location 2, location 3. Para mabilis po tayo ma-approve, no? Pag nag-send po tayo ng letter of intent, no? Ayan. So, location, franchisor experience, or brand. So, pag meron na po kayo natitipuhan na concept, dapat po alam niyo po yung location niya, no? Saan po ang head office? Okay? Tapos, dapat po na-experience niyo po yung brand na yan, no? At the same time, kailangan niyo pong i-investigate ano po yung experience ni franchisor in franchising. Okay? Credible po ba yung brand na yan? Credible po yung mga tao na yan, no? Talk to them. Huwag po kayo mahihiya magtanong. Okay? And do you have time to manage the business? Okay? How many hours in a week po ba ang kaya nyong i-allot para tignan tong negosyo na to? Okay? Are you going to be full-time or part-time? So sometimes po, nagiging qualifications po yan ng isang franchisor. Tinatanong po, sino po magpapatakbo ng negosyo? Tagasan po ba kayo? How often po ba kayo makakabisita sa isang branch? Mga ganyan. So these are things that you need to assess, no, on yourself, no, bago po tayo pumili ng isang franchise concept. Okay. Due diligence, no? Ito po yung sinasabi ni Ma'am Cheryl a while ago, no? So you need to visit the franchisor. Very important po, dapat alam niyo po saan ang head office niya mga yan, no? Although right now, puro tayo virtual meetings, no? Pero at some point, you need to visit their office, no? There are some franchisees who would want to visit their commissary because they would want to see kung paano or saan galing pinoprocess yung mga items or warehouses, no? Yung mga items that they will be buying from the franchisor, no? So that's what we tell with our franchisor clients. If you're operating a food business na nagpa-franchise, dapat po ang commissary mo or processing center is tip-top palagi, no? Dapat po compliant po yan sa lahat ng health and sanitation regulations. Okay. So you can ask also, no, what sort of training and support ang ibibigay sa inyo ng franchisor. Okay? Dapat po well-defined po yan. Okay? Ilan po ang iti-train, how often, tapos ano po yung juice ng training. Ano po ang ginagawa sa training, no? You need to study also financial projections, okay? Together with the franchisor, dapat po may mga projections po kayo, no? Hindi po pwede na sasabak lang po kayo. pero wala pong direction yung financials natin. So bahala na ang dating. Hindi po pwedeng ganon. Dapat pa may mga financial projections po tayo. Okay, pag sinabi pong financial projections, makakarinig po kasi kayo ng mga ROI, return on investment, no? So pag tinanong nyo sila, ano pong return on investment dito po sa franchise concept nyo? Pag sinabi pong 6 to 8 months po, nabawi nyo na po ang investment nyo. So, as further, kailangan nyo pong tanangin, paano po natin gagawin yun na babalik po ang investment ko in 6 to 8 months. So, when you ask that, dapat po intelligent po yung mga questions, yung mga answers na babalik sa inyo. So, dapat po ang sagot dyan, ma'am, kung ang average daily sales nyo po is this much, tapos ang pasweldo po natin is this much, tapos ganito pong kaganda ang ratings po natin sa services. Tapos ganito po ang rental natin, hindi tumataas. Tapos ganito po ang expense natin sa utilities. Siguro po ma'am, by the 6 or 8 month, natatanaw na po natin yung return on investment. So dapat may breakdown po na ganyan. Okay? And very important po, review the franchise agreement. Okay? Ang mga franchise agreement po ng mga legitimate na franchise concepts are crafted by lawyers who are experts in franchising. Okay? It's good na nire-review nyo po yan dahil kayo po ang papasok dyan, pero it's best also na pa-view po natin yan sa isang kaibigan natin na abogado lang. Okay? Para at least alam po natin kung ano po yung mga provisions na kailangang i-highlight, no? Kasi po a specific franchise agreement should cover po yung life cycle ng isang term. From the time po na pumirma kayo, nagbukas po kayo, up to the end of a franchise term, no? Pero may pong meron the end yan, kaya nga po term, no? Dapat po covered po lahat yan, ang mga scenarios po dyan, no? Okay, next slide please. So what key questions to ask? Okay, so who are your customers? And why did they choose your brand? So very important also that you have tried this brand, no? Okay, so pwede po natin tunayan, ano po bang hinahanap nating locations for the brand? Are we looking for malapit sa schools? Ngayon po, naka-online tayo. Are we looking for near hospitals? So ayan po, baka pang mga butika, okay po yan, no? Are we looking for locations inside the mall, malapit sa beach, malapit po sa mga highway? So dapat po alam po nila specifically kung ano po yung mga locations na pwedeng itayo yung brand nila na magpo-prosper po, no? The investment and the ROI, so very important, tatanungin po yan. Of course, franchisor support program, no? Paano po kayo susuportahan? Okay? And very important also, tanungin po natin kung anong franchise organization po sila member. So are they PFA members? Because PFA members are known to be responsible franchisors. Okay? So, dapat po maganda po yung affiliations niyang brand na pinipili nyo, no? To protect you also. Okay. So, how to be a successful franchisee? So, very important. Be a good follower, no? A good franchisor will always respect your individuality as a business person. Pero it's always important to be a good follower. Kasi po ang franchisor naman, makikinig naman sa inyo yan, no? If you have suggestions, no? Meron pong mechanism po sa ganyan in a franchise program, no? So you could write to them, tapos pwede niyo pong pag-usapan yan. Create a business plan. Okay? So since member na po kayo ng franchising system, gagawin niyo po to together with your franchisor representative, no? Expertise po nila yan, pero of course, being a business person, papasok po yung inputs nyo rito. Be a hands-on manager. It does not mean na dapat nandun ka sa branch mo, opening to closing or every day, no? But very important, you monitor your branch very well. Okay, cash flow, stocks flow, how your employees are communicating with your customers, very important, no? Dapat po ramdam kayo sa mga branch nyo, no? Manage your finances, very important, no? Owning a franchise branch, ibig sabihin kayo pong may-ari niyan, pero hindi po ibig sabihin na pwede niya pong galawin lahat ng financials niya, no? Lalo-lalo na po yung mga earnings, no, before expenses. Okay? Pwede po kayong gumalaw niyan sa ilalim na po, store profit contribution. Pero habang nasa gitna pa po yan, may mga binabayaran pa po kayo, hindi niyo po pwedeng galawin yan. No? Dapat po transparent po kayo. Dapat po nakikita po yan ng franchisor nyo para nag-guide po kayo kung paano po maaabot yung ROI nyo as soon as possible. No? Expert po sila sa ganyan. Pero ini-encourage po natin na wag po masyadong gastusin yung mga earnings sa first few months or first few years, no? Kasi po pambawi niyo po 'yan, no? At pera po ng negosyo 'yan. So iwasan po natin na ang sweldo po ng driver, ang sweldo po ng kasambahay o ang pang-finance po ng bagong kotse, diyan po kinukuha sa negosyo nyo. Okay? Lalo na po pag hindi pa po na-ROI. So tatagal lang po ang ROI pag ginagalaw po natin yung mga earnings kagad. Okay? Very important, always market your store and its products and services. Pag na-award po sa inyo yan, ang isang produkto, ang isang franchise branch, ang isa pong concept, kayo na po ang representative niyan sa community. Okay? Dapat po nakikilala kayo po ang may-ari ng ganyang concept sa lugar na yan. So dapat po magaling kayong brand ambassador, no? Sa lahat po ng network nyo, everyone should know na kayo po ang may-ari ng franchise concept na yan sa lugar na yan. And you should carry yourself properly also kasi representative na po kayo ng brand. Okay? And of course, very important, be willing to share with your franchisor and franchisee friends, no? By that time, meron na po kayo. Ano po yung mga learnings nyo and ano po yung mga suggestions nyo, no? Remember, no? Kahit you're competing with one another, you're part of a system. Okay? Kahit naman po yung mga company-owned branches, they compete with each other also. No? It's healthy competition. Kaya lang, mas nakakatulong po kung if you share your best practices with them. No? Kasi in doing so, nakakasagap din kayo ng mga best practices. Mas natutulungan po kayo. Okay. So in franchising, ayan nga po, no, be your own boss, no? You are in a business for yourself. Sarili mong negosyo yan, pera mo yan, branch mo yan, but not by yourself. Kasi ibig sabihin, in franchising, maraming tutulong sa'yo, no? Marami kang pwedeng tawagan, marami kang pwedeng hingan ng guidance, no? So, because they have the experience, nauna sila dyan, they have the system, no? Expert na sila dyan, no? And of course, they have the expertise, no? Sa lahat po ng fronts ng negosyo nyo, no? Be it customer service, be it financial, be it cash handling, be it projection, be it logistics, be it margins, lahat po. Kasi when the time comes na ang isang business concept is nagpa-franchise na, ibig sabihin po, expert na po sila sa ganyang negosyo. Okay? So, thank you very much for your time. Remember po, no, franchising is a great way, no, to get into business. Kailangan lang po maging maingat tayo at wag po padalos-dalos sa mga decisions. Pero if you do it properly at tutukan niyo po na maigi, malaki po yung chance na kayo na po yung magiging next leader in franchising, no? Marami po kasing ganyan, no, mga franchise, meron po tinatawag na professional franchisees. Bumibili na po ng maraming concept kasi po naging expert na po sila in franchising. So again, thank you very much. Good luck po on your franchise concept search and advance Merry Christmas po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gonzalez, for sharing an insightful and comprehensive presentation on the benefits of franchising and salient points in analyzing a good franchise business opportunity. We would like to acknowledge the presence of the father of Philippine franchising, the founding president and chairman emeritus of PFA, Mr. Sammy Lim. Thank you, sir, for joining us this morning.
To our participants, I'm sure you all have questions for Mr. Gonzalez. Kindly write them at the Q&A tab below. We will ask them later in the Q&A portion. Please don't be shy. Mr. Gonzalez will be staying with us till the end of the webinar. For our FB Live viewers, key in your questions in the comment thread and we will ask it for you. Moving on to our franchise brand presenters, Our first presenter will be presenting various franchise business opportunities. Some of the brands are the Generics Pharmacy, Easy Day Shop, H2O Mineral Plus, Pantry Chicken Bites, Turks, Save 5, and many more. We are pleased to introduce the Marketing Manager of U Franchise Sales and Management, Ms. Vilcacha Manuel.
Thank you very much, Paula. Is my audio okay and video okay?
Yes, Ms. Vel, all clear.
Very good. So thank you very much, Miss Paula. So thank you for that very quick introduction. Good day to all our participants who's joining us today via Zoom and via Facebook Live. I'm Vel, the Marketing Manager of U Franchise Sales and Management, and I'm here to present you top franchise brands that are on the upswing this time. So I know that a lot of you are asking what are the trending or on demand the mga franchise brands that you can look into, and I'm very proud that you franchise will be able to help you find that right franchise for you. So let me just quickly introduce our company because I know that not a lot of you knows who we are and what we do. So you franchise, if we can go to the next slide, is a franchise sales company that helps aspiring franchisees be matched with the right franchise brand to invest in. So if you're looking for a franchise, maybe for quite some time or just recently, and you really don't know what are the top brands therein, pwede po namin kayong matulungan. Because currently, on our portfolio, we have over 200 plus brands. In the franchise industry, namely, we have Max's Restaurant, Potato Corner, the Generics Pharmacy, Mr. Donut, and a lot more. Actually, some of our brands, partner brands are actually presenting here also later with me. So we have over 200 plus brands to match you with, and we offer our franchise matching consultation. Our business presentation sa inyo, our consultation is definitely for free and won't be charging you for anything. But for some premium services, like for example, you need some location hunting na kailangan po to match with your franchise brand na pila, we can also help you with that with a certain fee, but that really helps you fast track your franchise application. Okay, so for our brands that I will be presenting with all of you today, we see that the strength of essential business concepts will continue to grow, especially as we head to 2021. So the essential businesses like pharmacies, convenience stores, water stations that are not as affected during the pandemic, we will continue to see them grow. So that's how we clustered our brands today. So here are the sort of brands that caters to the essential needs of our customers, of the general public, and a quick information of the franchise investment that already includes their franchise fee costs. So one of our brand, as you can see in the screen, is the Generics Pharmacy, offering affordable quality medicines for all with over 2,000 branches nationwide. The total investment goes to 674,000 pesos. We also have Easy Day Shop, a cross between grocery and convenience store, offering very affordable retail products as low as 3 million for a 100 square meter. We also have H2O Mineral Plus, a water station franchise that has been growing in the Philippines for quite some time already. They are the number one alkaline specialist in Singapore. So with the technology that they have, you will require a very compact space to operate your water station. So it's a very, very good concept that you can look into. The basic franchise package starts at 500,000 pesos. And I heard Mr. Gonzalez or Gabby also mentioned kanina na if you are into, loan programs and you have seen yung mga essential businesses in your area na kailangan ng support for more capital, actually microlending is a growing industry as well in the franchise industry. And one of our microlending brands is Ermay Lending. It's the first microlending business concept that offers salary loan. So it's not actually just limited for business concepts na gustong mag-loan, but they are also open for mga individuals na gustong mag-loan. So this is a very good franchise concept that you can also look into. The capital starts at 2.5 million pesos. Next slide, please. We also have Pantry. Chicken Bites, the first flavored chicken franchise. And one of the things that I'm really proud of with Pantry Chicken Bites is that even during the pandemic, they sustained their operations. They have not closed stores. Instead, they actually looked into potential locations that will open up. So during the pandemic, at least during the GCQ when it started, they started opening in big malls. So para silang nag-wait for very good locations to open up. So they have a lot of locations to offer you. So the turnkey package is 420 to 550,000 pesos. Also, we have Peppo Wings. The craze for affordable chicken wings is continue to be on the rise, and we don't really have a franchise concept no that really focuses on that. So Peppo Wings is a leader on that, and marami na po silang franchise outlets that they have closed since they launched in franchising last month. The capital is 308,000, starts at 308,000 and scales up to 860,000. Also, one of our top brands with us in the shawarma concept is that our favorite Turks, one of the fastest growing brand and Filipinos' favorite shawarma franchise. Now they have over 500 plus branches nationwide, and the capital starts at 1.6 million to 3.4 million. Lastly is if you're looking for a laundry concept that is easy to build with sure maintenance team to continue your steady operations, we actually would like to refer to you. Save 5 Laundromat is the self-service laundry for the masa. So I know that some of the brands in the laundry industry, they want to be located in you know in a middle class middle market, no, but Save 5 actually targets the low middle. So nakita po nila there is really opportunity even in those areas. So the capital starts at 1.1 million peso, and it already includes 6 stacked franchise unit. There you have it. So if we can go to the next slide, please. So these are just of the few of the many brands that we can match you or introduce you with. And as I mentioned later po, we have our partner brands also presenting here today. If I'm not mistaken, we have Mr. Donut and Tomochan. They are also our partner brands. So let us help you find the right franchise for you as we offer you our free one-on-one franchise consultation with our team. And as I mentioned, it's free. We won't be charging you for anything, even if you franchise with us or not. If you would like to for us to contact you, you can drop your name, your email address, or your brand interest at the chat box, or you may also contact us at the details shared in the screen right now. So that will be for you franchise, and this has been Vel. Maraming salamat po, and we will be entertaining questions later. Maraming salamat po, and advance Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Vel, for that wonderful presentation. Moving forward, our next brand first opened in Recto, Manila in 1982, and year after year, its number of stores grew, and it has now more than 2,200 network of shops, including innovative tie-ups with leading convenience stores, petroleum, and cinemas, undoubtedly making it the forefront of the donut industry. To tell us more about it, let's welcome the franchise officer of Mr. Donut, Miss Dewey Viado.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Dewey.
So can I start now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So good morning to all to those who are attending this webinar. I'm Dewi Viador, representing Mr. Donut Franchise Management. So to start with my presentation, I'll give you a brief background of our company. Mr. Donut is an international brand. So it was founded in Boston, USA in year 1955, and currently it's also present in other Asian countries like Japan, Taiwan, Thailand, and Indonesia. So franchising, Mr. Donut has been into franchising industry for 37 years already here in the Philippines. And this track record proves that we have an established franchise system. That our first franchise store was established in 1983 in Binyan, Laguna. And until now, the first very franchise shop is still operational. Our number of stores now are 700 plus and counting, and it is being operated by around 200 plus of our business partners. It is considered an essential brand and has an acceptable business model. Well, we belong to the food category, hence we are an essential brand. We adopt our business model to current business needs. So pre-pandemic times, we only have a brick and mortar store. And during these pandemic times, we continue to operate because our franchisees went online and sold Mr. Donut products on uh, social media platforms like Facebook. Our stores also started delivery services, tying up with partners of Grab, Lala Food, and the likes. And we also launched the cashless payments of using the GCash and PayMaya. And we also entertain resellers. So we accredit resellers to help us continue the online selling of Mr. Donut. Nationwide distribution, yes, because our plants are strategically located in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, there's no problem with our delivery reach. So we can serve the whole country, serving the Mr. Donut. We did not stop even in the implementation of strict quarantine protocols. Next slide, please. All right. So giving you the franchise packages of Mr. Donut. So we have this regular franchise packages. By the way, our space requirement is 4 square meter for our kiosk and outdoor booth. So it has to be 2 meters frontage to fit in our cards. So for the initial investment or the cash outlay, we start at 300,000 inclusive already of the franchise fee. For the outer booth, it's 385, and for the inline, is at minimum of six square meters, and then the cash outlay starts at 500,000. And we also have this counter cafe setup or the outdoor with seating and tables that will start you at 1.5 cash outlay. But that also varies depending on the location you will propose to us. So to address also the pandemic situation in our country, we recently launched our Mr. Donut on Wheels. So we call it fleet franchise. So we have this L300, body trailer, and the motor type or the Rakal type. So for this one, we'll give you separate discussions if you will be interested to give you further information about these packages. Next slide, please. All right. So this is highly recommended package for those who are starting their business and for those who want to try Mr. Donut. So we are offering the business trial offer. So for as low as 100,000 cash outlay, you can already be our business partner and start your business for Mr. Donut. So the mechanics of this one is you need to have a readily available location, and then we will assess that. We'll give you an interview, and then right away we'll approve if there's no problem about your documents. So the cash outlay of 100,000, 50,000 of that will be refundable. So because we will, this will be on your security deposit only. So technically, the cash outlay that you will be giving out for this business trial is 50,000. So it's a very risk-free investment, calculated risk, and so it's very it's uh it's very comfortable with everyone who wants to try a business, especially with Mr. Donut, who is already known as a brand. And for this one also, we will discuss in separate business consultation if you will be interested. Okay. So due to our limited time to present, we can entertain you later on for a separate business presentation. Just email us, and then or you can just call us with our contact details, which I will be showing you later on. So we are also looking for an interested entrepreneurs, those who are in Zambales area, most especially in Iba Zambales. We have already an operation. We already have a ready space for you to operate, located in Victory Liner Iba, Palangian Road Iba, and in Pure Gold Iba. So for those who are interested, just give us a call or email us to give you further information. So our email address is fms@mrdonut.ph, and we will send you invite for a Google Meet if you are going to have an appointment with us. With that, That ends my presentation. Thank you. Be our business partner and be the boss of your Mr. Donut business. Thank you.
Sorry for that. Thank you, Ms. Dewey. Now we will hear a special presentation from one of our co-presenters. Let us all welcome the Product Officer of BPI, Mr. Vince Joseph Dizon.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Hi, Paul. I'll share my screen lang. Hold on. Yep. There you go. I need access to share the screen.
Let me see what I can do. Please try it again, Mr. Vince.
Okay, there you go. Working.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So again, good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for having us today. Again, my name is Vince Dizon. I'm the product officer in BPI, handling business franchise financing. I'm part po of our business banking group. It's the group, we're the group that handles the SME market in BPI po. So this is our product offer for franchisees po, franchisees and franchisors po. So essentially, what is BFF? BFF is a term loan facility offered exclusively to Philippine Franchise Association members. So if your franchisees po would need extra financing to support the expansion and growth plans of their business, or if they would need to acquire a new franchise, or kung may mga working capital requirements po kayo, you can use this loan. What are the advantages po of this product or this facility? So first, it's clean, so no collateral needed po, up to 3 million. So it's simple because there's less documentation required compared to standard offers, and it's faster as well. Also, as mentioned earlier, it's exclusive to PFA member brands. And then for payment terms, we can offer grace period of up to 3 months. Meaning for the first 3 months, all you need to pay for is the interest po. So some more details about the product. As mentioned earlier, this is for existing franchisees of PFA members. It's a term loan facility. For loan purpose po, again, you can use it to acquire a new franchise or for your working capital requirement, or if you have expansion plans for your existing business. The tenor is up to 3 years, meaning you can loan for 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years po. For amount, we start at 300,000 pesos and up to 15 million. For security, as mentioned also earlier, we offer it clean or no collateral. But if you want to offer po a security like your real estate mortgage, pwede rin po. Also, for mode of payment, as I mentioned, first 3 months can be interest only, and then succeeding would be equal monthly amortization. Yeah. Now, other conditions are you will undergo the standard credit evaluation, and we will require you to open a deposit account in BPI, and collection will be via automatic debit arrangement. For prepayment fee, it's up to 5% of outstanding balance. Now, feel free to take a screenshot of the requirements if you would like to apply. So essentially, what we'll require from you would be your IDs, mga identification po, and yung mga business documents niyo po, basic business documents lang, and as well as income documents, for example, ITR, audited financial statements, or and 3 months bank statement. Yan. So there you go. If you would like to, if you have more questions, we can answer it later po. And you can also contact us at our Metro Manila hotlines. First, we have 7918-2000, press 2 po for business loans. For outside Metro Manila, we also have these numbers, 09175096,001. And you can also email us at bbclientservices@bbi.com.ph. Now, if you want to, ano po, if you want to set an appointment directly, you can scan the QR code po on the right, and then fill out the form. Then we'll contact you po from there. So there you go. Thank you very much again.
Thank you, Mr. Dizon. Thank you for telling our participants of the wonderful opportunity that BPI has given for PFA as well. So moving forward,
Thank
we
you.
will now hear from the brand who brings authentic yet affordable ramen to Filipinos. To expound on this, let us hear from the franchise development consultant of Tomochan Ramen Express, Mr. Daryl Mendoza.
Thank you, Miss Kat. Good morning to all our attendees today. Thank you for attending our webinar for this morning. Yes, starting off with our history, Tomochan Ramen Express actually started in 2017, so that was 3 years ago. The goal of our CEO, Miss Akiko Okamoto, is to actually share this masarap na ramen. So we develop our own ramen and it's authentic. And to date, there is a Japanese chef that is actually helping us to develop different Japanese products that we are offering to our valued customers. So we started offering ramen at 99 pesos. Imagine that there are so many ramen brands that they are selling expensive ramen. Pero with Tomochan Ramen Express, you can already enjoy paying 500 pesos by enjoying eating ramen with your family members already. So the concept of Tomochan is to actually offer ramen sa quickest possible time, then affordable pa rin siya ng Filipino market natin. So this is also the reason why to this moment after the pandemic, we are still operating 11 stores, 6 of which are company owned and 5 are franchises. And we are located inside the biggest malls. We have Star Mall, Robinsons, Landmark, SM Malls, and Ayala Malls as well. And part of the business continuity plan, the reason why, next slide please, the reason why we are now offering frozen menu as part of our business continuity strategy, it's not just to actually limit yung potential ng Tomo-chan to be just inside establishment. So we went outside by offering frozen products. Now we have frozen menu and we also have cook menu. So if you will be franchises, you can sell both cook and frozen menu. Ibig sabihin po kung nasa loob kayo ng mall or nasa loob ng establishment, you can sell the cook products, you can deliver, you can have your own delivery services, or you can partner with third-party delivery apps. And you can also sell the frozen menu by getting some resellers, by promoting it via social media. So these are other pipelines so that you can actually offer to your customers around your area that you will be franchising on in the future. Next slide, please. So the good thing about Tomochan Ramen Express, it's 100% unique concept. The product is not that expensive, so the market can afford it. And we also have the quick customer service rather than people lining up waiting for their products to be cooked. With Tomochan Ramen Express, with just 5 minutes of time, we can serve you the product already. And express profit because next slide, please. In our franchise package, you have the opportunity to choose your own location. For example, there is a location inside the establishment. It's 6 to 20 SQM. You can get that location for as long as we can prove the feasibility of the location. Then there is also an option that you can put a Tomo-chan um, inside the small inline space, yung meron ng tables and chairs na pwedeng nandoon siya sa condominium or somewhere na hindi na kayo kailangan bumili ng tables and chairs para makapag-accommodate kayo ng mga dine-in. And there is also an option now because we want the franchises to feel comfortable with their investment. We are now offering the option that you can put up a small warehouse somewhere within your residence. Ibig sabihin po, for as long as we can secure relevant business permits for as long as we can meet the criteria na the products will be handled properly, then there's no reason that we won't be granting you the franchise kung maganda naman po yung location nyo and you can cater your customers from there. Now, the franchise fee, it's only 160,000 pesos. The total investment, kaya po meron tayong range na 500 to 2 million pesos. 500,000 to 2 million pesos is because mag-vary po yung investment ninyo dahil pwede po kayong kumuha ng sarili nyong contractor for the construction. So you'll have the opportunity to manage your own investment. And the franchise fee, it will be paid to Tomochan or to franchisor for you to receive the training, the confidential operations manual, the brand that we're allowing you to use. And of course, the products for you to be able to sell in the future. So granting you the license to sell our products. Now, in terms of the franchise term, it's 3 years and still renewable. And for ROI, depending on your location and depending on your actual investment, it will vary from 12 to 18 months. The good news now is we temporarily waive the system-wide advertising fee at 2% and the local ad fund at 1% for 1 year upon commencement of your operations. And you will just pay franchisor 5% instead of paying 7% to the franchisor. Next slide, please. Now, in part also of our business continuity strategy, it's to actually let our franchisee become distributor as well. So as a franchisee, you'll have the opportunity to sell the cooked products and at the same time the frozen products. But if you want to become a distributorship and you want to cover the entire city kung saan mo itatayo yung franchise unit mo, then you can also get your resellers. So it's now business to business plus business to consumers, expanding your market as well. So that would be all for Tomochan Ramen Express. I think if you have any questions po, you can email us today at franchisetomochan@gmail.com, and you can also please visit our site po sa ating Franchise Expo. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mendoza. Our next presenter's mission is to contribute to the operational excellence of their customers through quality, efficient, and most advanced products and services in the market that meet their water treatment requirements. May we have on screen the product trainer of Living Water System Incorporation, Mr. John Angelo Gohas.
Okay, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Thank you PFA and thank you Miss Paula for that introduction. Are we clear po ba? Do my audio was clear? Hello?
Hi sir, may we ask you to speak louder po?
Okay. So good morning guys. How about this one, ma'am?
Pwedeng konti pa po sir?
Okay, yeah. How about
Yes,
this one?
that's better sir. Thank you.
Okay, so good morning po sa ating lahat. Welcome po sa PFA webinar session po. And I just want to congratulate the PFA members, of course, the committee for having this first exhibit po na meron po tayo. Okay? And now in behalf of the Living Waters Incorporated, again po, I'm John Angelo Gohas, the product owner of the company. And before we continue presenting our packages for this month of December, advance Merry Christmas everyone. And since nga po na nagkakaroon tayo na medyo technical error nga po in terms of the audio, may mga special po tayong bibigay. But to give you a brief information regarding the company, we're a company was established for the start of 2004 having a first water filling station o bilang isang water filling station just like po na pina-offer po natin. So meaning to say, in terms of having a good relationship or understanding your point, sigurado po is hindi po tayo nagkakalayo. And actually right now po naman po, we still have our own water filling station so that in terms of the current demand na meron naman po tayo sa mga water station, for sure, updated naman po tayo regarding po on that. Okay? Next slide po. And since nga po ang ating pong Christmas package po for today, ang ating pong pinakabababa pong offer na Living Water po so far for the history of the company for having a 275,000 pesos cash price amount for our purified setup, high-end setup na po ito. So meaning to say ito po yung minimum requirements po natin para po sa ganun po if you want to avail a Living Water po sa water filling station business of yours. At the same time po, aside from our package price, so actually we have two options by the way on that. So first we have naman po an installment basis basis. So magbe-base nga lang po tayo sa regular price, wherein from a 354,000 is payable into 3 years time with having the monthly amortization of 6,600. But if you're going to avail one of our machines on cash basis, so you will be receiving a particular, actually a huge discount, which is all, bababa po siya na almost 275,000. Now, in terms of the franchise fee of 100,000 pesos, it is one-time payment valid for 5 years na po, and the marketing fee of 5,000 pesos monthly for 5 years. And in behalf of Living Water nga po, ang Christmas offer po namin po sa inyo sa mga webinar attendees po ng PFA, if ever po na makakapag-avail or makakapag-avail po tayo ng promo po ng company, pwede po nating i-waive ang 100,000 pesos. So you don't need to pay na po na 100,000 pesos, and still you can maximize the effort and of course the image, the brand, and of course the benefits of being a Living Water brand. Okay, so to know more about in terms of the machine prices and all that, so we invite you on our official Facebook page, because we're having also a webinar sessions po on our seminars and every Saturday and Wednesday para po mas ma-discuss pa natin in detail all the informations regarding sa water station, at the same time sa company po, and because right now po we have a limited time only. Okay, next slide po. Now, ito naman po yung mga point naman po natin kung bakit talaga mas maganda pa rin po talaga mag-franchise pa rin po tayo over the own name. But most especially in Living Water brand of the water filling station, in terms of the brand target market, as long as there are people who drinks water, meaning to say, lahat ng tao na nakikita po ng inyong mga mata, possible po ninyong maging customer. Wala po tayong kumbaga specific market. Matanda man o bata, may pamilya man o wala, pwede po ninyong maging customer. And our main product here is necessity. So as long as people drinks water, we have unlimited market. Once again, proven na rin po yan ng mga water station, and mostly with the Living Water po nitong pong pandemic season. In terms of the franchise support din naman po, we are now offering a lifetime free service warranty. Meaning to say po, as long as you are active Living Water franchise, wala na po tayong magiging service charge na kailangan pong bayaran. So which is discuss nga din po kanina, now we need to comply sa standards na meron pa ang mga franchisors, right? But right now, since nga po na libre na po ang pagkakaroon o libre na o na-waive na po ang ating pong service charge, so we guaranteed na yung quality of our products is pareho from the company hanggang sa inyo pong mga branches o sa inyo pong mga store. At the same time din naman po, hindi na siya ganun po kabigat on your end. Diba? So, on the monthly check-up, in every services that you have, so hindi mo na kailangan kumbagang magbayad pa additional charge for the labor or for the service charge din po natin. And ang kagandahan din po kasi with the water station business is adjusted under new normal. Meaning to say po kasi, actually, hindi na totally tayo nahirapan pang mag-adjust because if before nung old normal hanggang ngayon is hindi naman masyado pong nahirapan mag-adjust yung mga water filling station operator. Why? Because one of the requirements natin po is talagang less physical contact, wherein our main service here is more about delivery, diba? So less physical contact. At the same time, we have our own mobile app, diba po? So to know more about details on those informations naman po, you may visit our official Facebook page, Living Water Main, para po na sa ganon, ma-view po ninyo or mapakita po namin po sa inyo yung mga benefits and advantages po of that particular mobile app, advantages of a water filling station and all that. And of course, we have, again nga po, Saturday and Wednesday trainings nga po na kinakadak din po via Zoom. And once again nga po, we have a crisis and pandemic-proof kind of business, ang water filling station. But hindi lang po kasi doon natatapos. But we need to be ready din po as well. Being as an entrepreneur, being a boss of your own business, you need to become ready. Na kung saan once na magkaroon ng ganitong klaseng ulit ng mga pandemic or something like that, na mga negative scenarios na meron sa Pilipinas, at dapat po handa po tayong mag-quick or ready po tayo agad i-apply po yung mga standards or yung mga systems na meron po ang inyo pong franchisor. Okay, here at Living Water nga po na kung saan yung mga franchises po namin na sumunod sa mga protocols na meron po kami, yung na kung saan din talaga despite of the pandemic, still they have pa din po na water station. Nakapag-operate pa rin po sila. And take note, hindi po naging biro ang laki ng demand na naging impact po nito sa market. Why? Because lahat ng mga customers nasa bahay, ang mga family members, ang mga nasa trabaho, nasa bahay, work from home, ang mga nasa school, nasa bahay na rin, di ba, nagkakanak. So, in terms of consumption sa tubig, napakalaki po na naging konsumo po ng ating po mga household. So, with that, napakalaki din po ng kinita po ng mga water filling station na crisis-proof and ready. Yun po yung kagandahan din po doon. Okay? And konting comparison lang po with the other business nga din po. Next slide po. in terms of the water station is napaka-easy at napaka-bilis lang din po talagang i-manage. Yung tipo talaga na pag may order na customer, mag-goods ka lang ng container, di ba? Mag-refill ka lang, tapos mag-deliver ka na and all that. No? So kumbaga hindi mo na kailangan kumbaga mag-undergo ng madugun training, ilang buwan pa na training for you to have the standard na meron sa company. Because kumbaga parang daily routine lang din naman po yung ating pong ginagawa sa water station. And ang kagandahan din po ng water station is yung raw materials po natin is readily available. Meaning to say, we don't need to rely to the third-party supplier. Di ba? So na kung saan po, yung gripo lang po na location natin, just imagine lang po halimbawa sa location mo, may gripo lang dyan, pwede mo na siyang maging supplier. So in terms of your operations, hindi mo na kailangan po mag-antay na baka mabuso na ako ng stock, ang tagal ng supplier ko and all that, na makaka-apekto po ng inyo pong business operations. Di ba? But unlike po with the water station, lahat ng mga establishments may source of water. May gripo in short. Na kung saan nga din po talaga that particular water source can be served as our supplier. At the same time, not people dependent. Na kung saan din po talaga na hindi mo na kailangan kumbaga mag-hire ng mga highly skilled employees for you to have your successful water filling station. As part nga po naging presentation po kanina, we have series of trainings po na kinakonduct dito po sa Living Water. From the pre-operating, to marketing, to technical, halos lahat ng inyo pong kakailanganin talaga sa isang water station, even though na hindi po tayo kumbaga related sa water station industry, kayang-kaya nyo pong i-adapt yung sistema po na meron po kami. Kasi actually, we design our systems as a general market. So meaning to say, hindi mo kailangan kumbaga gumraduate ng mechanical or chemical engineering para lang talaga magkaroon ng scientific or specific na knowledge para po mag-start ka o mag-manage niya sa particular na business. And again nga po, it doesn't require high educational background. So meaning to say, halimbawa sa mga employees po ninyo, hindi mo kailangan kumbaga na mag-hire o mag-post sa Facebook o mag-post ng mga ads ng wanted refiller requirements, at least kailangan 4 years grad, something like that, di ba? As long as nandun lang po yung tiwala po natin sa taong to at nakita mo talaga ng potential na yung mga tao sa paligid po ninyo or maybe yung mga kamag-anak po ninyo is kung makakatulong sa inyo po negosyo, you can hire them. Send nyo po sa Living Water for the training. At actually, in terms of training, we also have that in webinars. So with that naman po, in terms of having a good, proper knowledge at yung mga tamang informations po na dapat po ninyong malaman is ibinibigay po namin sa inyo for free. Okay? And again, we do not have any demographic variation na kung saan po, ito po yung uri ng negosyo na hindi lang to pang lalaki, hindi lang to pang babae, hindi lang to pang professional, hindi lang po ito para sa mga nakapagtapos ng particular field of expertise and all that. Alam niyo po ba, majority of our successful franchisees ay mga OFWs, mga retirees, mga young entrepreneur as early as their age, nakita na nila yung potential at yung ganda ng income potential na meron ang isang water station. At the same time din po, of course, from different other industries nga po na kumbaga naapektuhan po nitong pandemic. Diba? We do understand na napakalaki po na naapektuhan po ng pandemic po sa ating pong industriya, sa ating pong ekonomiya. But in terms of the water, isa po yan, kumbaga, nakita nila na napakalaki din po na naging positive naman po na impact po because of this particular pandemic that we have. Okay? And ang system po na binibigay po na Living Water Soy Company sa generic style, meaning to say po, it can be passed on to the next generation. Yung tipo na kumbaga yung sistema yung binigay po sa inyo, once na masunod po yan ng tama at naging successful, you can pass it to the next generation. Sa susunod na manage. And sa susunod and so on and so forth. With that, na-achieve po ng ating mga water station franchisees ang lifetime business na pinapangako po ng company. Okay? Now, to know more about details regarding on our presentations, on our company backgrounds and all that, again po, I personally invite you to attend our webinar sessions every Wednesday and Saturdays, 1 p.m. po yun. And also, please visit our official Facebook page, Living Water-Main, kasi nga po maybe magkaroon pa kayo ng iba pang source of income while habang po nagpo-post o habang po nag-share ng mga post po na Living Water. Kasi nga po kanina, we have a referral or kumbaga i-revate sa mga persons po na nakapagbigay po sa amin din po ng mga prospects or yung mga customers na gusto rin po mag-start ng water station business. Okay? So maraming salamat po everyone and hope to see you po on a world of business, particularly in water station po. Maraming salamat and have a nice day po. Thank you and Merry Christmas again. Okay?
Thank you so much, Mr. Gohas, for your presentation. To our participants, it's your chance to ask your franchise questions directly. So just key in your questions in the Q&A tab below for those who are watching on Facebook. Join us and drop your questions in the comment section. Just a gentle reminder for everyone that we will not entertain questions from anonymous participants, so please key in your name as well. Also, maybe encourage our participants to invite your friends and family for the next How to Invest in the Right Franchise session this afternoon. So kindly register for the virtual expo, a virtual franchise expo 2020, and to the webinar this afternoon link. The link can be found in the chat box. So now, our next presenter will talk about products and services that we all need to adopt, especially now that we really need to level up the game when it comes to digitalization. Let us all welcome the Relationship Manager of PLDT Enterprise, Ms. Joanne Alcantara.
Hi, Kat.
Hi,
Can you
ma'am.
hear me?
Yes, ma'am, loud and clear.
Thank you very much. A pleasant good afternoon to everyone. My name is Anjo Alcantara I'm from PLDT Enterprise. And on behalf of PLDT Enterprise, we want to thank the PFA for our continued partnership. And I am thrilled to share with you how we can help our business look beyond our existing situation to discover the inspiration of our business needs to recover and to succeed. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, okay. Together, we can aid the dynamic franchising industry achieve the digital transformation of needs. Kindly one slide up, please. Okay, there you go. Like what I've said, the digital transformation it needs to survive and strive to this new normal. To start, let's first discuss what we have facing for the past few months. These are the challenges of this pandemic to the franchising industry. Okay, next slide, please. The usual way to recover during the economic crisis will no longer work, but suddenly, the franchisor have started selling on online platforms like Shopee, Lazada, or any famous or popular na mga online shops natin. And some, to our franchisees, the online reseller distribution models have become popular. Bakit? Because of the lower capital, and there's no physical store needed to be on top of their business. And some of the office-based employees are getting accustomed to an online work from home setup for business continuity. Everyone is shifted to virtual meetings to ensure collaboration and alignment. And we know that these challenges are here to stay, and businesses will never be the same. So in my slide right now, but it's not just the business that have been changing. Consumer also is heavily dependent on online information to find and get what they need. This sparks the need of businesses to go online themselves. Being online right now is being a trend. Trend na ngayon ang being online. So kung hindi ka online, you're not popular, you're not in. So what makes being online so powerful? Here's why. For one, a study from We Are Social reports that there are 74 million internet users in the Philippines. That's around 64% of our total population. And they spend 9 hours a day online, more than 50% of our waking time. Di ba? Normally, pag nagigising tayo, ang una nating hinawakan is cellphone. So, out of this, 49 million Filipinos now making purchase online. The Filipinos are loving the convenience of online shopping, and the annual spend grew by 50% year on year. I'm sure a lot of us, including myself, participated in the recent 12 by 12 sale sa Lazada and Shopee. As you can see, technology has become a critical tool to adapt on the changing behavior of everyone, from consumers, distributors, resellers, and suppliers to ensure the survival of their business. Next slide. But it's in difficult moments that growth takes place. Today, more than ever, entrepreneurs have shown their resiliency in recalibrating their businesses to take on even the most unsure situation. Like the franchisors adapted their business model from traditional brick or mortar expansion to putting up an e-commerce store or joining a platform and partnered with the third-party couriers to make it easier for their customer to get their products safely. And for those naman in food service industry with less foot traffic for dine-in only, they focus on their online resellers and deliveries of ready-to-eat meals or frozen meals so consumers can enjoy their favorite meals from homes at any time. For professional services naman, they shifted to video calls to continuously serve clients with no physical contact. For example, review centers conducts classes via live streaming. Some gyms naman continue to serve by live streaming their classes regularly by hosting a relevant content online. Services like this keep their client base engaged despite the physical restriction. To support their members, the gyms have been selling their equipment to interested members so that they can set up their own gyms at home. These are some of the inspiring stories in the show to showcase the resiliency of the Filipino entrepreneur and harnessing the power of being online to stay relevant and survive. Next slide, please. Okay. We in PLDT Enterprise are one with the businesses to fuel their digital transformation. The service that I am about to share with you today aims to inspire the businesses to look beyond these challenges. Like, for example, right now, in Smart, we have the SIM-only plans, which is Plan 300. It has an unlimited call and text for all networks, unlimited call to landlines, and also it has a data allocation of 3 gigabit data. If you want to have a higher data allocation, we also have the SIM-only plan 500 with the 4 GB data allocation. Still, it has unlimited call and text to all networks and unlimited landline. And for this special promotion for our franchises right now, we have the Smart Pro. This is a SIM-only plan, which is a plan to 1,899. It has a 90 gigabit data. So it has a free 3 months. This is a special offer until December 31. So tatlong buwan po tayong hindi magbabayad ng 1,899. And of course, our very own Bayan Fiber, which is an all-in-one digital solution that will enable businesses of any size with curated digital tools and Wi-Fi fit for enterprise, all anchored in one business-grade fiber. For only 2,500, you will get up to 50 Mbps bandwidth. It comes with an enhanced service promise that delivers you a minimum 90% of subscribed speed at 90% reliability. I-ano ko lang to ha, i-impose ko lang. 90% po of the subscribed speed of the 50 Mbps, that's the promise of the Bayan Fiber. That's 3 times the minimum bandwidth guaranteed offered today. It is grounded on the PLDT most extensive fiber optic network that spans over 322,000 kilometers and still growing. Also, it includes a premium Cisco Meraki Wi-Fi, creating a 2 separate Wi-Fi networks to keep your work devices prioritized on the work Wi-Fi network and an accessible guest Wi-Fi. That limits the bandwidth for your guests. So technically, guys, your operation will not be compromised because you have a network specifically for your operation needs and some accessible for your guests naman, you can use this additional connectivity. And I think, Kat, that's it. To all of our franchisors, next slide, please. And that's it to all our franchisees who are interested to get or know more about our products and services. You may scan the QR code flash on your screen or visit our website at www.pldtenterprise.com. Thank you, Kat.
Thank you, Ms. Joanne, for that. Moving on, our next presenter will talk about the pioneer and the largest shoes and bags repair and key duplication chain in the Philippines. Let us all welcome the Business Development Associate of Mr. Quickie, Mr. RJ Maige.
Okay, thank you, Miss Paula, and to the PFA members. Okay, now let's talk about success and business opportunities at Mr. Quickie, and I'll start in with our spiel. Mr. Quickie, magandang umaga to my co-presenters, to our listeners, and of course to the PFA. Thank you for this very wonderful experience and opportunity. Now let's talk and continue talking about success at Mr. Quickie. So here in my slide, Mr. Quickie has been the pioneer and the leading brand in its industry. As you can see, we are established in 1981 and franchising since 1995. The brand of trust and loyalty now with almost 200 growing branches in strategic locations nationwide, and the Philippines' one-stop shop for shoe repair, bag repair, key duplication services, and more. So the shoe repair, the bag repair, key duplication services are the services that we are being known for, which is our core services. But of course, we are expanding our market, and of course, at the same time, our products and services. That's why we are also being tagged as a one-stop quick fix shop. So right now, in our talking about the current situation, it is very timely to invest on essential needs. And I believe other businesses, especially the franchising industry, understand the sudden change of investors' behavior. They are now more on investing on the essential needs. That's why we at Mr. Quickie, we introduced Mr. Quickie as the new essential. Of course, not only your hands, your face, the things you have should be the one to get sanitized. Let's talk about your shoes and bags. Tinatawag namin sila your personal accessories, your daily personal accessories na tinatawag natin mga frontliners din itong mga to, no? Yung ating mga bags, pinapatong natin kung saan-saan. Our shoes, we walk on different places and viruses are everywhere and we could bring it home through our shoes and bags, and we don't want that to happen naman. That's why we at Mr. Quickie, excuse me, sorry. And that's where we step in at Mr. Quickie. We cater your shoes and bags hygienic maintenance for your health, safety, and convenience. Of course, the shoes and bags naman that we are wearing does actually reflect on who we are. Same thing with our investment. So put an investment to a business that is stable, established, trusted, recession-proof, and of course, one of the very most important thing to consider is that the business is progressive, just like Mr. Quickie. So next slide, please. Okay, thank you. So here your investment package includes the franchise fee, machineries, construction, initial stocks, training programs, other miscellaneous, and the success, of course, that is waiting on the process. We all want a successful business, of course, and we at Mr. Quickie really admire business people who supports the local brands, which is Mr. Quickie is a very, very proud Pinoy brand who started in business 39 years ago and working with people and investors with the same goal of giving the proper supply of service with the maximum quality output on the market is one of the many, many treasures we wanted to keep in running this business. So every franchisee of Mr. Quickie enjoys continuous support from our management, from the in-house finance programs we give them, to marketing and advertisements, and of course, to maintain our leading market stand, we work together with them on the research and development of our products and services. We are an icon in this industry, and being tagged as the #1 shoe repair shop ng Bayan took a lot of worthiness to be able to stand with it. We've been the choice of massa or the general public for over the years for our very affordable and reasonable pricing to our world-class craftsmanship. Shoe and bag lovers and collectors, young professionals, and the students are the main market, or let's say the target market of the brand. But we generally caters everyone. So looking for the market is never a problem in our business. So everybody is a market of Mr. Quickie. Next slide, please. Okay, so this pandemic affects not only the local economy, of course, but the global economy as a whole. And a fast recovery plan, or yung tinatawag nating business continuity plans, is what's on the top of every business priorities right now. Well, at Mr. Quickie, we are new normal ready. From support to our employees setting up shop safety protocols and guidelines up to the business additional income generating projects, we all have it. Sabi nga ng isa sa mga multiple franchise owner ni Mr. Quickie, you will never go wrong with Mr. Quickie. The same thing as what our CEO, Mr. Emiliano Caruncio IV said, which is my one of my personal favorite quote from our CEO. Quote, if there's a problem, there's an opportunity, unquote. That's why we at Mr. Quickie took part on the solutions by bringing our brand near at our customers' fingertips by offering not only our products, but also at the same time our services online. Through partnership with different online platforms and courier companies, we then come up with ideas to cater the new needs of the new market. And as what's indicated on my presentation, new essential products and services, contactless service solutions, and many other more as we continue to innovate. We are and we will still be the number one, and we are encouraging you to be part of our success. Sabi nga ni PFA, be the boss and franchise now. A 39-year-old business model that is continuously growing, pioneering, and leading the market with the most updated and innovative techniques in the repair industry in the Philippines. And to our listeners, you guys are very lucky to have a chance to be part of our growing partners with a minimal space requirement, minimal manpower and supervision proven system, and minimal capital investment. Don't waste your time and contact us to know more about Mr. Quickie business opportunities. And of course, don't forget to visit our online booth on the Virtual Franchise Expo ni PFA. So we have brochures there that you can look for to know more about Mr. Quickie, and if you wanted to inquire to be part of the growing family of Mr. Quickie franchisees, just let us know. We have our contact details there. You may visit our website at www.mrquickie.com or leave us a message on Facebook. Again, this is RJ, always at your service, and that'll be all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir RJ, for that presentation. Now, our next brand presenter is the country's pioneer and leader in the outsourced payment collection industry. To tell us more about their brand, let's hear it from the head of GMM Operations of Bayad Center, Ms. Chadi Carion.
Hi. Hi,
Hi, Ms.
Paula. Good
Chadi.
morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay, good morning. I hope that you are all in perfect health condition. We would like to thank PFA officers and staff for giving us this opportunity to present our Bayad Center franchise package. Again, I'm Shadi Carion, head of GMM Operations. I'm here to talk about Bayad Center. So, who is Bayad Center? Bayad Center is the most trusted brand, pioneer, and market leader in the bills payment collection industry. We are 100% owned by Meralco. We operate a multi-channel platform, providing ultimate convenience for every payment needs. We have been awarded by PFA as Hall of Famer as the most outstanding Filipino franchise in the medium service scale category. And last year, 2019, we have been awarded as the best franchise marketing program. As a company, we are serving the customers for about 23 strong years and 13 years in the franchising business. Okay, what are the services that we offer aside from the bills payment that each of us kilalang kilala si Bayad Center, no? Aside from the bills payment, we have insurance, we have e-loading, airline ticketing, loan payout, ATM withdrawal, remittance, and medical reimbursement. Okay, what are the value proposition that Bayad Center can provide you? We are now serving 1,900 biller brands. These are government, water utilities, electric utilities, internet, cable, education, financial, travel, and others. So the government billers such as Pag-ibig, SSS, PhilHealth, MMDA are already accepted in Bayad Center outlets. So for electric utilities, aside from Meralco, we also accept Davao Light, Cotabato Light, Design Electric, or VECO. We also have Balamban, Enerzone. We have Subic, APEC, Casoreco, even K-load or Corriente load for Meralco. So for water utilities, we are accepting also Batac Distribution, MCWD, Santa Maria Water District, Good Hands, Guagua, and others. So For telecommunications, of course, PLDT, Smart, Clarktel, Innovate, Globe, PhilTel, Bayantel. So lahat yan tinatanggap with Bayad Center. So not everyone knows that Bayad Center can also accept top-up. So top-up with coins.ph, GCash, PayMaya, EasyTrip, and Auto Swift RFID. We have a total of 40,000 touch points nationwide. And to add, we are also in partnership with huge corporations in the country such as SM, Robinson's Department Store, LBC, USSC, eBay, Cebuani, and others. Okay, franchisees value proposition. We have additional revenue stream for your business, immediate access to all biller brands, value-added service to existing customers, and foot traffic builder. And the traffic generators that we are looking at is within the public market, transport terminal, supermarket, schools, and strong fast food chains. Okay, here are the franchise package that we offer. We have two kinds of package, no? Counter within GMM and outside GMM. For within GMM, the space requirement is around 2 square meters. So basically, this is a store within a store. It can be added to your existing businesses such as pharmacy, grocery, water station, computer shop, and the inclusion of the package would be the use of the brand, the logo. We are also providing a double face signage, initial marketing collaterals, and system installation, training, technical support, marketing support. And we have a dedicated territory manager who will assist you in your business as well. So the package within GMM is 50,000 pesos only. This is for a 3-year contract term. And one computer is required, care of the franchisee. For the counter outside GMM or the provincial, the franchise package is 35,000 pesos only. So again, we require computer, printer, barcode scanner, while we provide the initial marketing collaterals, technical support, training, and marketing support. So please do keep in touch with us. For more information, please feel free to visit our virtual booth, and we hope to see you all in our succeeding online franchise orientation. We wish you all advance Merry and healthy Christmas. God bless us all. Thank you. Thank you, PFA.
Thank you so much, Miss Chaddy. Miss Shadi, for that. There you have it, our presenters this morning. Again, let me just remind everyone, our virtual expo is still ongoing. This is until tomorrow. Hanggang bukas lamang po ito. It's free, so invite your friends, family, and colleagues, and even your friends who would like to venture with you into franchising. Also, we will have an How to Invest webinar later in the afternoon at 2 p.m. and tomorrow again, morning session at 10 a.m. So let's get to it. Let's now proceed to the question and answer portion. Let's see the questions from our participants. Ms. Kat, you may start asking the first question for our resource speaker, please.
Thank you, Pao. For the first question, it's actually for Sir Gabby from Marty Mitcher Kyoge. Found a site for it, but if the franchisor will take 6 months or so to assess the site, it might be taken by others. How will this be?
Good afternoon. So, maybe sir, you could be more persistent in getting the attention of the franchisor. So, paano po natin gagawin yan? So, we could make the assessment by ourselves already. Pwede nyo na pong gawin yan, sir. You could take photos of the interior and exterior of the supposedly leased property, no? Pwede nyo na pong imbestigahan yan. Lagay nyo na po kung ilang square meters, magkakano po ang rental, ano po ang rental rates. Pwede na po kayong kumuha ng street view na photo, ano po ba nangyayari dyan sa lugar na yan. Ano po ang foot traffic, sino po ba ang naglalakad dyan, sino po bang public transport ang dumadaan dyan sa lugar na yan. You could even locate kung ano po ang mga offices, buildings, government institutions that are near that place, no? And in doing so, sir, dadaanan nyo po ang barangay dyan. Pag napunta na kayo sa barangay, kuhanin nyo na po ano yung population ng lugar, no? At sino po yung pinakamalapit na substation ng police. So you should be creating an impression na inaral nyo na po ng maigi yung lugar, and you put it nicely in a report para when you go to the franchisor, meron na po tayong bala ng data. That way, nakikreate po tayo ng impression na we are persistent and driven and alam na po natin yung lugar na yan. So, ganun po, sir. Ganun po ang gagawin natin. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Gabby. Pao, for the second question.
This is for the speakers and presenters as well. This is from Alvin Afan. My wife and I are OFWs right now. So, uh, is there an existing franchisee that caters support system that can help us start up as a franchisee during our 2 to 3 months vacation in the Philippines? Siguro ito yung ibig sabihin ni Sir Alvin. We are usually overseas between 6 to 7 months in a year. Or does all franchisees really require not to supervise the franchisee store all throughout the year? Kasi he's worried na baka masakripisyo ang kaniyang active income as an OF. So they want to be their own boss remotely, but they also want to protect their active income as an OF. So would there be any recommendation, Mr. Gabby, from our presenters?
Okay. Well, the first thing that they could do is that they could always hire someone that they trust. It could be a trusted relative or a trusted colleague, or hire someone who comes in very trusted by a trusted individual, no? And pwede naman yun maging representation nila as a franchisee. And of course, they need to work well together with their franchisor, no? Para ma-recognize na siya ang rightful na representative as franchisee. So okay naman po yan. Pero again, kahit meron po tayong point person, dapat po constant monitoring pa rin tayo, no? Dapat kasama pa rin po tayo sa loop. Kaya alam po natin dapat ang nangyayari.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gabby. How about Mr. Donut? Do you have your programs for our OF, for our kababayans overseas? Mr. Donut, Miss Dewey.
Okay. Okay na po. So, yes ma'am, we are open for the OFW. Like, meron lang dapat silang representative, yung legit na representative na of course mag-hands-on sa operation ng Mr. Donut. So we do entertain mga yung mga nasa abroad to have their Mr. Donut business. Even if they're not here in our country, basta meron po silang mga trusted na mga staff or mga representative, kamag-anak, para mag-hands-on dun sa business po.
Okay. Thank you for that, Miss Dewey. How about from Tomochan Ramen Express? Do you have technologies for this so they can even check this even they are overseas?
Hi, Miss Paula.
Yes, yes, sir.
Actually, if they could ask someone to monitor, for example, if they just want to sell frozen products or to even sell the cooked products, still okay for as long as there would be someone that could monitor their store for as long as meron po tayong point person na makikipag-coordinate po kay franchisor, and that would be no problem as well.
Thank you, Mr. Mendoza. How about Sir Angelo from Living Water? Do you have technologies for this, sir?
Actually po, here at Living Water naman po, we have series of support naman po for those franchises po natin, which primarily talaga is nasa ibang basta mga OFWs nga din po natin. But our pinaka main goal or hinahanap po talaga natin to kung sino po yung magmamanage is with having the same goal and passion. Kasi wala na po mas pinaka-concern on your money on this in particular, any kind of business, sa kanang klase negosyo, kung hindi po yung mga namumuhunan. Diba? So, kaya dapat bilang isang investor o financer, kailangan makahanap ka po ng isang particular person na magmamanage na same po yung goal mo. Hindi lang yung habol na kasi pinautos lang sa akin to and all that. Most especially po with the water station because basic necessity po ito. So, it's more about talaga dapat active din, kumbaga para eager din talaga yung magmamanage. Hindi lang yung tipo talaga na, kasi pinautos lang sa akin ito ng tita ko something like that. Kumbaga in terms of passion, wala. So tendency, mag-close din po ang pinaka-business. Yun po yung nagiging primary reason na amin pong mga franchises kung bakit po sila nagsasara. Mostly of the OFWs. So with that, hanggat maaari po ang ginagawa po ng Living Water, they have a several option. It's either we train those particular managers na i-hire nila or kung sino man yung magmamanage po ng business. At the same time po, kailangan din po, sila mismo po is kumbaga kampante at tiwala talaga na itong magmamanage sa akin ito is talaga mapagkakatiwalaan. Same kami ng goals, same kami ng passion. Talagang kung ano gusto kong mangyari, ginagawa din talaga niya and all that. 'Diba? At the same time po, kung wala naman klaseng ganung tao, persons sa surroundings po niya, we provide naman po, kumbaga ini-endorse po namin sila sa mga management companies po na tinatap din po namin who are professionally focus talaga sa pag-manage po ng mga business na kung saan talaga yun yung pinaka-negosyo naman nila to manage a particular business na ating mga franchisees. So in terms naman po talaga for having a right person to manage your business, we have those persons po or companies po na tinatap na kung saan talaga na professionally they manage your business, and in terms of monitoring your sales and all that, so we have provided din ng mga support or yung mga system po for that. We have the mobile app na kung saan kahit po nasan po tayo, you can track, you can check your sales on daily basis and all that. We provide also traditional way of resolving those problems po to monitor your sales and all that. And of course, at the same time po, hagat mari talaga, kailangan is hagat mari well monitor or kumbaga kayo mismo po as OFWs or kahit naman po nasaan po tayo, kailangan talaga is updated po tayo in every single transactions na meron po yung ating pong mga water stations, or else po talaga hindi talaga may iwasan na magkaroon talaga na syempre lalo't on our daily operations talagang alam mo yun, parang hawak kasi nila lagi yung pera. So maybe hindi sila nakakapag-remit on time o kaya naman po kulang yung nire-remit nila and something like that. So parang maiwasan din po yung ganong klaseng mga scenarios. We provide trainings din po in living water po on those particular concept. But majority of our franchise naman po ng mga OFWs, nag-start sila nasa ibang bansa, but umuwi sila sa Pilipinas and hindi naman na po sila kumbaga bumabalik pa ulit. Baka nagpo-focus din talaga sila in this particular business kasi nga po again, wala na mas pinaka-concern pa sa negosyong ito kung hindi po kayo po bilang boss ng sarili po ninyong negosyo. Yun lamang po.
Thank you, Mr. Angelo. Very well said. How about for Mr. Quickie, Mr. RJ?
Yes, thank you, Miss Paula. For Mr. Quickie, to answer the question, yes, we have a system for them, for our OFWs. Actually, as mentioned on my presentation, sinabi namin doon that you only need minimal supervision in order for you to have a Mr. Quickie shop. So they just need to inquire, talk to us, how kung paano namin siya ginagawa. But here I can't discuss it. But mostly naman, our process in monitoring the business and transactions are being made online. So kahit nasaan sila, they can monitor the shop, the performance, and the latest programs of Mr. Quickie they can join in. That's it.
Thank you for that, Mr. RJ. How about Miss Chadi of Bayad Center?
Hello, hi. Just to answer your question, no, we have existing OFW stakeholders and franchisees. So on a daily basis, we were able to communicate to them via email, and then we have naman URL to monitor din yung mga cash collections and everything. So sa system namin na ginagamit ngayon, we have daily cash collection monitoring. So they can actually check on it. And then we also have daily recon on our side kasi we're talking about cash collection, so medyo may sensitivity. In every business din naman there is risk, but ang pinaka-important thing to here is yung nakatuto ka talaga, focus ka dun sa business and trusted yung kung sino yung supervisor or manager na naiiwanan mo dun sa sa business mo. So dun sa existing namin partners, member of the family yung manager. So, kumbaga, within the family, that's why yung well-trusted talaga. So, yun, we at Bayad Center naman, we have territory managers who can really focus on assisting the daily operations of the franchisee. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chadi. How about Ms. Bell? What would you like to recommend sa ating mga OF?
Yeah, so because we represent a lot of brands, I think what I'll be sharing is not brand specific, but
on the consulting side, yeah.
On the consulting side. So thank you, Paula. It's one of the recommendations that we want to say is that if you are an OFW and then you want to invest for your family or a relative, you make them also invest in the business. Parang it's not something like a car that you can just give and you can let them run it na. It's still a business nga, as all of the brands have been saying. So we encourage, although it's gonna be still their discretion, we encourage that you let them invest a little as well. Kasi that's their parang, commitment fee to the business. Na they're also financially, emotionally, and talagang invested in the business as well. So that's our recommendation.
Thank you, Miss Vel. Let's now go to our partner presenters. Now, let's start with BPI. Miss Kat, take it away.
Yeah. For BPI, this question, we actually have three questions for you, Sir Vince. The first question is from Miss Bea. What is the effective rate?
Okay, thank you for the question. For the effective rate, actually, we start at about mga parang 1% per month. So that's in a year per annum, that's 12. So pero that's the starting. It's subject to evaluation pa rin naman. So yeah.
Okay, sir. So for the next question, this is from Sir Alvin. A loan is available for us prospective franchisees, right? So to avail, if they opt to start with the franchise who is a member of PFA, or is it only for existing franchisors who wish to expand?
Yeah, I actually answered Sir Alvin ganun kanina, no? But so basically what I presented earlier, BFF, it's offered to existing franchisees or those with operating businesses already of franchises already of PFA member brands. Pero it doesn't mean naman we're not also offering any loan to new franchisees. We will also cater to you. Although the offer might be a little bit different, you might be required collateral, as mentioned earlier. For BFF, for existing, we offer clean. But for new, we may, depending on the evaluation, we may require some collateral lang. Yeah.
Okay. So let's continue na lang to his follow-up question since you answered na you'll be open to prospective franchisees. He was asking who will help them in going through the process of getting the franchise or business loan. Is it the franchisor or them directly to BPI?
It's directly to BPI. So the application is directed to us. We'll assist you all throughout. Yeah. So just please feel free to contact us. I also left my email address there, so I can refer to our sales officers. So that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Vince, for that. For PLDT, Ms. Joanne, is there a SIM-only plan that provide only data and can be used as home Wi-Fi router for locations that don't have PLDT lines? So this is a personal question. So is there a SIM card or a plan for it? You're on mute, Ms. Joanne. You're on mute, ma'am.
Sorry, can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes,
Like as mentioned earlier, we have a plan 1899 with it has a 90 gig data allocation. But don't worry, because even though you succeed the 90 gig data allocation, we have the anti-bill shock, which only costs you 1,500. So basically, continuous nyo lang gamitin yung data, still you will not be worrying na magiging mataas ang magiging data nyo on your monthly bill because we have the anti-bill shock capability. So it has a router also. We have the BIS LTE, which is a 1899. So parang you can enjoy the service anytime you want without the worrying of paying too much.
thank you, Ms. Joanne. Ms. Kat, do you have other questions? One last question?
Since we are actually going on overtime, so may we just ask our presenters if they have their special Christmas offer, promo packages that they could share to our participants. Let us start with Miss Vel.
Yeah, so if you would like to get to know any of the actually mga COVID promos pa nga, to be honest, not Christmas, but bounce back promos that our brands are offering, you can always reach out to us. You can also visit our website www.ufranchiseasia.com. So I'll also chat it in the chat box. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Miss Vel. Now maybe hear from Miss Joanne. Any more Christmas package from PLDT?
PLDT, yes, we have our wireless SIM card, which is the BIS LTE and also the SIM only plans. Promo siya. It has a 3 months free and also our Bayan fiber for our fixed connectivity. So grab it now kasi hanggang December 31 lang siya this year. So please scan yung aming QR code or visit our website at www.pldtenterprise.com.
Thank you, Miss Jo. And now, from Sir Vince from BPI, any Christmas promos from BPI?
For Christmas promos, not for now, at least for the loans. Pero just watch out next year. Siguro we'll have more loan offers, maybe specific naman to certain industries. Pero yeah, so far, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sir Vince. We'll definitely watch out for it. Next, maybe hear from Sir RJ.
Yes, yes. Not specifically for Christmas, but amidst this pandemic, these trying times, we now offer concession and flexible payment terms to our franchisees. So I encourage them to grab it now kasi hindi naman siya like it is. This is just a special promo for them. That's it.
All right. Thank you, sir. Now, maybe hear from Mr. Gohas.
Okay, in living water naman po, so have been mentioned na nga po kanina, di ba? Free franchise fee worth 100,000 for the month of December. And if ever po na kayo po mag-message sa aming po official Facebook page, I'm sure within this month, this November, we have amazing and exciting promos po na binibigay po. You can visit our official Facebook page na kung saan po for this particular month of December, you can buy one machine equivalent for 3 setup na po siya. Something like buy one, take 3. You can also be if you want naman po magkaroon din po ng mga promos in terms of the marketing fee, discounted price, and other previous that you want to have, you may again message us sa ating pong official Facebook page. Just let us know if you are PFA webinar attendees po natin right now. And again po, for this promos po na na-mention ko nga po, again po, for this month of December lang po yun. But we guarantee naman po. Actually, we having Saturday and Wednesday training. Actually, mamaya simula na po kami ang webinar. So, you may feel free din po to join para po mas nalaman pa natin po yung mga promos at talaga bang ito ba yung right time to start a water filling station business, a kind of business which is lifetime business. So, yun lamang po. Salamat.
Thank you, sir. And now maybe hear from Miss Chadi.
Hi again. This is actually the promo rate pa rin naman, the 50,000 pesos VAT inclusive for counter GMM within Metro Manila. And counter outside GMM or the provincial would be 35,000. And down from 200,000 initial pre-fund for counter outside GMM, we made it at 100,000 pesos initially. So that's a total of 135 per province, and for within GMM, 200 plus 250,000 pesos. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you, Miss Chadi. Now maybe hear from Miss Dewey.
Okay, so I would like to invite first all the attendees. If you are free on December 28th, I'll be having my online business presentation via Google Meet at 2 p.m. So you can just email me to send you the Google invite. By the way, we also have this promo during this virtual expo. No? So for those who will apply during this 2 days virtual expo, we will be giving away free franchise promo. So if you will be successful with your application, then you can open your shop on January. Then the 100,000 franchise fee will be waived. Yun po. Yun yung promo namin. You can also avail of our test market that is very, very interesting and very safe for you to start your business. Be our franchise partner. That is a minimum of 3 to 6 months. And then if you will be successful for your test market or the 90 days business trial, then you can convert na dun sa regular franchise offer package namin. So that's the time that you will just invest with us. Wala kayong babayaran para sa mga franchise fee. Ang kailangan nyo lang po doon is at least 100,000 for you to start your business, and 50,000 of that will be refunded kung hindi po kayo magtutuloy dun sa business, because that will be placed under your security deposit. And then the rest, magre-rent lang po kayo ng card, and then yun lang po ang ating magiging cash outlay actually. Yung mga small wares and mga uniforms lang na gagamitin. So very minimal or very calculated yung risk. It's a very safe for those who are, lalo na po yung mga gustong makasiguro dun sa kanilang business. So we will try it for 90 days. We call that 90 days business trial. So if you want to attend my business online presentation that will be on December 28, I'll be presenting fully yung complete details ng aming mga franchise offers. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Miss Dewey. And now, maybe hear from Mr. Mendoza. Yes, sir.
Yes. Merry Christmas to all our attendees today. So in terms of promo, actually it's more on how we support the franchisees. So we are temporarily waiving the 2%, the required 2% system-wide advertising fee, and same goes for the 1% local ad fee until such time na mag-normalize na ulit yung operations, lalo na kapag nasa loob tayo ng establishments. And will also help you regarding your location. So kung wala pa kayong location, we might or we could actually propose some locations, readily available locations to you, and we can actually communicate to the malls kung saan kayo interesado na pumasok as a tenant or mag-franchise. Thank you everyone. God bless you all. Thank you.
Go ahead, Pao.
There you have it. We truly have a fruitful day and wonderful sharing of information. In the interest of time, you may contact directly our franchise presenters for your specific questions about their franchise business opportunity. Likewise, you may want to check them on the virtual Franchise Expo later. It is now ongoing until tomorrow po ito, hanggang bukas na lang. And but before we come to an end, no, we will conduct a short survey to know which brands you would like to get in touch with. Please note that by participating in this poll, you agree to share your email, name, and contact number to our presenters. This will help them contact you for their franchise packages. You may select multiple brands based on your interest. So while waiting for the host to launch our poll, Ms. Kat,
Yes, Pao, thank you. Now we're waiting for the poll question. Now, may we ask some closing message or takeaways from Sir Gabby?
So okay, thank you very much for attending this session today. I wish you all the best, and hopefully maging part kayo ng revolution ng franchising, because 2021 to 2025 is perceived to be the golden age in franchising. Dapat maka-cash in tayo lahat dyan, no? So, but be careful on your franchise concept search, no? So it's good that you're doing the first step, you're attending seminars like this and listening to people who know. Kasi po, ang i-invest nyo po are all hard-earned money. So thank you very much po, and Merry Christmas po sa inyong lahat.
thank you so much, Mr. Gabby. Pasensya na po, we are over time, 30 minutes. If you would like to get in touch with our presenters this morning, you may reach out to them directly. Send in your inquiries. Huwag po kayong mahiya on the virtual Franchise Expo. So the links were provided in the chat box, or you may visit our Facebook page to know more of the details of it. This webinar is co-presented by BPI and PLDT Enterprise.
Thank you, everyone. This has been Kat Teresa, wishing everyone a great morning. Keep safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone.
Yes, Kat, maraming salamat for staying with us. This webinar is recorded. To view it again, just visit our Facebook and YouTube page at Philippine Franchise Association, or our website at www.pfa.org.ph. Again, may we encourage everyone to come and join us on the two-day virtual Franchise Expo, as you see on screen, which opened today and is until tomorrow. Hanggang bukas na lamang po ito. It's free registration. Grab this opportunity to browse and connect with the Philippines' most trusted franchise brands. From food service to retail sectors, we all have it at Franchise Expo. Again, thank you so much for your support. This has been Paul Canua. Until next time, on how to invest in the right franchise webinar. So these are the schedule. We have later at 2 p.m. to 4, the afternoon session, and tomorrow morning again at 10 a.m. to 12 noon, the morning session. Until tomorrow na lamang po ito. Maraming salamat po.